My style so amazing.
I see you, Pring. Turn me up, though. With my vocals loud. This that gutted. That's a nice. Playing ball at the rucker. These read off a script. When they see me, they stop the acting. I lock the class in nights. Yeah, I would battle the with lots of passion. Lost a war knowing it never was easy to block a captain. Lean back, soldier. You need, don't ya? Won't let you quit. Here go. Won't ya? This that fatigue rap. Jeans black, Green Bay jersey matching a team hat. You all need, so I brought cream back. No more Mr. Nice Guy. We the owners of street rap. It's hard to earn. My daily operation is bring the streets back. Every day I go in the booth. I step in the arena. Always seen a moment of truth. I've been a gangster. Chestnut checkers, you get my rider meds.
When they say my style so amazing.
Style, flavor, grace. I got style, flavor, grace, and plus a different technique.
They say my style so amazing.
Style.
Starting at shooting guard at 6'6" number 8.
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sideline. So the Houston starting five. We've got Dyson Daniels, and it's West in at the 1. And for the Kings, they've got Tyrese Maxey. Jaylen Brown is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Kobe Bryant, and it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have... a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Here's Malone. Miller, left side. Shoots over Bryant. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
You know, once Kareem establishes that inside position, dunking is really easy for him.
There's the screen. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Kobe doing a great job being a playmaker on that one.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Houston. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's West. Maxey covering, and he drives in. Clock at 6. West misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Brown passes to Maxey. Floats one. Tipped.
Got to be aware of where Kareem is now. He's an intimidating, effective presence protecting the rim.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Miller, left side. Pass to West. Back to Daniels, who poked away. Brown with the steal.
Well read defensively. That window closed so fast.
Here's Bryant. Over Miller. No good off the glass.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Pass to Malone. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. The Kings have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Miller against Bryant. They set the screen. Going inside. Here's West. Malone. Rebound by Sacramento. And it's Brown off the drive. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Bryant, and he hits it to tie the game.
Bryant demonstrating how confident he is, because to me it looks like he feels he can score whenever he wants to.
Miller outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's West. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Maxey. He's scoreless. There's the screen. Bryant, the pass to Chamberlain. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Pass to Malone. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Kings trail by 5. Right side, Maxey. Left side, Brown. Stolen by Daniels. Inside, here's West. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Houston.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Takes it inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This is Maxey at his best, attacking the lane and finishing at the rack.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Houston leading by 3. Miller outside. Sexton a screen on Bryant. Pass to Malone. The 3 is up. The rebound by Maxey.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Here's Kukoc. And here's Bryant. From the arc.
Guard Kobe the moment he crosses half court. He's got that kind of range, and he doesn't have any reservations about letting it fly.
Here's Pressey. Here's Malone. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
High arcing shot. 20 feet out. Kukoc, no good. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Pressey. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Sexton. They set the pick. The 3 ball. Houston with another miss. And you look at Colin Sexton, puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Miller outside. Sexton a screen on Bryant. Miller, the pass to Malone. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And he recovers it. Here's Miller. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for the Kings. Irving comes in for Tyrese Maxey. And the Rockets making a change here. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Clock at 4. Count that bucket. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket of the night.
Nobody does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the paint. Magical. Length, size, touch. Unguardable inside.
Now here's Irving. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Now Hartenstein. Oh, he botches the dunk. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Pressey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Rockets. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
They've got...
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The 3 from Sexton. Drops in the 3. Sexton's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. To the left wing. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Sexton misses. The Kings trailing. Irving looking around. There's a screen. To the inside. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shot.
And the dunk by Jackson.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. Irving, the pass to Rodman. Now here's Howard. Guarded closely. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Irving. Rockets with a rebound. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be the 3rd stop of this 4-game trip. Pass to Sexton. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Daniels, that one's true. And the Rockets lead by 3.
If you bring a double at this level, it can lead to some easy hoops.
They get it back. Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Cunningham. Sacramento passing it around. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Sexton. Here's West. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And he hammers it home to polish off the brakes.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Daniels outside. Here's West. 5 on the clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Kings trail by 3. Here's Maxey. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Daniels outside. Let's go with a 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 4th rebound in this one. Maxey on the wing. Cunningham outside. Maxey on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Kicks it out to Bryant. He takes it in. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's West. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Houston shooting their first free throw of the night.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Timeout call. Sacramento. Trail by 4.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Buffkin, he's checked in for Houston.
Kobe Buffkin.
Houston leading by 4. Houston making a change here. Sexton's checked in.
Colin Sexton.
Here's Bryant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Bryant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Brushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
Pass to Miller. Nice move. And it's good on the layup. Miller's got 7.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots. That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Tyrese Maxey's checked in for the Kings. We've got 1:48 left in the second. Miller against Bryant. And he dunks it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They lead by 4. Christie against Daniels. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And here's Bryant. Fires for three. Knocks down the triple. 10 points for him.
Smooth as silk. Brian's jumper. Gorgeous.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Down low. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And there it is for him.
Maxey's so good at breaking you down off the dribble. Great skill.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Miller. And he drops it in from the low post. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 points in the quarter.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting team, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Houston. They lead by a bucket. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shots. Let's hear it for the participants.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. And since we have a moment, let's see what other games are coming up tonight. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
Should be a close game, considering how close these teams are.
And considering that both badly want to win. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So it's Sacramento now, trailing by 2. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. And on the floor for Doug Christie as we get into the second half. They've got Miller, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 down low.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Sacramento grabs the miss. Chamberlain's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside, Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Hey, you know, what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
Cunningham's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Daniels outside. Pass to Malone. Here's West. Maxey covering. Miller outside. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Miller's got 12 points. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Maxey with it. He's got 12. On the take. And here's Bryant outside. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
It's stolen by Maxey. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Rockets trail by 4. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Pass to West. Miller on the wing. Oh, sweet move. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
It's Bryant with a drive. Good on the shot. Bryant's got 18.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Malone. Sacramento grabs the miss. Goes up on the baseline. Bryant, the pass to Kukoc. Here's Chamberlain. No good with a layup.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there's the rejection.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Here's West. Miller on the wing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Boy, Abdul-Jabbar just showing off that smooth offensive game he has. It's tough to handle his combination of size, skill, and agility.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. So it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Kings. 2-point game. Pass to James. Over to the wing. Here's Howard. The rebound by Malone. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Now here's Miller. For the tie. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from James. Outside Irving. Hartenstein a screen. Irving, the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Irving. Here's the teardrop. The shot by James. No good. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And, you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Houston. Pass to West. Here's Malone. Miller on the wing. check by James. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
Irving, the pass to James. And here's Howard. Just 4 to shoot. They need this. And the layup is up and in.
Hey, he'll take as many high percentage looks.
Make sure everybody's on the same page here. So both teams making some changes here.
Substituting on the court.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Miller outside. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Houston.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up. Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
James passes to Maxey. And there's a pick. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. Colin Sexton's checked in for Miller.
Number 25.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Sexton. Pass to Jackson. A rebound by Kukoc.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Sexton against Brown. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
And here is Maxey. 14 points for him. To the middle. Here's Cage. Blocked! 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Houston. They're up by 3. We'll get right back to the action with. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Houston leading by 3. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Chamberlain in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
And Abdul-Jabbar has a sweet little mid-range J now. Can't sleep on that. Got to keep him from finding his rhythm from here.
And there's the screen. Maxey finds Bryant. And that's off the mark. He's 7 for 10 from the field. Daniels with it. Now guarded by Bryant.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Brown passes to Bryant. Brown, a screen on Daniels. It's Bryant with a drive. Here's Chamberlain. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First personal foul. First team foul. line for your Kings, Wilt Chamberlain. 1 shot.
And that one misses.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
Jackson can't get it to go. Kings trail by 5. They set the pick. Maxey with it. Jackson in his pocket. Bryant outside. And here's Brown for 3. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Pressey. Outside Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Maxey.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
The Rockets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Brown against Sexton. Pass to Pressey. Jackson for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pressey passes to Sexton. Houston working the ball around. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Jackson outside. Knocks it down from distance.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Maxey against Sexton. Left side Maxey. Bryant outside. Over Daniels. And another miss by Sacramento. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
The Kings call timeout.
Here comes the fun base. Your Sacramento Kings.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Allie, thank you. Count it.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Houston leading by 5. Miller outside, puts up a deep 3, and the Rockets hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Howard. Flushes it down with both hands.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Plenty of space. Ooh, rising fire.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And some changes here for the Kings. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Howard. Bryant comes in for James. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Irving. Here's West. Miller outside. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Maxey. The D's right on him. Brown on the wing. He's off from 3. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Here's West. Maxey covering. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's West. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Shooting for Houston.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Bryant against Miller. Bryant outside. Now it's Maxey. He drills the wide open jumper.
Zero hesitation. Maxey, great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Cunningham brings a double, and it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Rockets.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year. And the second free throw is good. Kings trail by 11. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bryant against Miller. Here's Cunningham. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
Well, Kobe typically looks to score first, but that doesn't take away from how good a passer he is.
Outside Miller. From deep. Oh, it doesn't go. Timeout call, Sacramento. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
Well, it's not looking good for them. We both can agree to that, can't we? I mean, there's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and see what happens after that.
And it's Sacramento's ball. 9-point game. Maxey! No good from 3!
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Malone. Four on the clock. Yes! Using that window! And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
I'm 64, pray to God I'm doing fine. Passing this down like the communion. Smooth as I'm calm and collected. Not to be played with, I don't fear rejection. God is my weapon. Never been to heaven.
Sunshine, good morning, friends. Yeah. Good morning, friends. Goodbye to bad nights. Good evening. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, friends. Bad night switches again. And here's the good times. I often wonder will we live again. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, friends. Goodbye to bad nights. And here's the good tries. We'll try again. I often wonder will we live again. Will we live up higher ground? You can't even see me from this hot in town. Summer soft cherry blossom with a crown. My Sharia more another star now. She knocks me off. My feet just in time to tell me off. But I can't even hear you speak when you talk. Why by what and every Mr. Know It All. But you knew that. Yeah. Good morning, sunshine. Yeah. Good morning, evening. Yeah. Goodbye to bed. Yeah. Good morning, sunshine. Good evening, friends. Goodbye to bad nights. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Keontae George. Banchero is out there with Dandridge. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Kings, we've got Cunningham. Maxey out there with Bryant. Then there's Brown, and it's Chamberlain in at the center. Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury.
Inside, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Chamberlain with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
Banchero looking around. Outside for George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from... Cunningham. Brown's got his second basket of the night. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Kobe with the steal. Goes up, and Bryant slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Here's George after the Kings pick up 2. Shot to stop the run. Miami no good on that time either.
3 attempts from the field with nothing to show for it, but they should settle it soon.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Bryant. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. George passes to Banchero. George looking over the floor. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Cunningham against George. And they double up Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Here's Maxey from the arc. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Cunningham. Porter's checked in for the Heat. So it's Miami now, searching for their first points of the game. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Ayton. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Finally got one to go after 4 straight misses.
Kings leading now by 14. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Ayton sets the pick for Porter. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've outscored him 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. Maxey on the wing. Guarded by Porter. And he comes up with the deuce.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Banchero, that's good.
And he's one of those guys that just keeps coming at you. Paolo Banchero is special.
Maxey kicks to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Kukoc, a screen on Dandridge. Brown, a special move before the shot. Brown's got 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dandridge with the screen on Kukoc. Here's Van Karen. Here's Hayton. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see. And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you guys.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. And it's Bryant missing.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Down low. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's up a 3. It's good from long range. Bryant's got a couple of threes now in the first for Sacramento.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Porter passes to Banchero.
Kings foul. Tony Kukoc. First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for Miami. Paolo Banchero. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Banchero. Both free throws good from Banchero. 5 seconds left to play here in the first. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
In for the Heat. Number 42, Mark Williams.
With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Kobe Bryant making things happen for the Sacramento Kings. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
Well, exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
So with George on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. They've got Thomas. Dandridge is out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Porter. And it's Nevitt in at the 5, roaming the pitch. Kukoc can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 20. Right side, Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Irving against Porter. Hartenstein with the screen for Irving. To the middle. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Shot clock at 5, and the basket is good. James has got his first points in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Porter inside. Working on James. Does not score again. That's his fourth miss against one make. The kick out to Irving. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kukoc comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Maxey subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Miami also making a switch. Edgecombe's checked in. The 10-footer. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Dandridge against Brown. Pass to Edgecombe. And stolen by James. Maxey in the corner. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Good on the second free throw. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
To the paint, and stolen by Chamberlain. Brown against Williams. Brown dishes to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. It's hauled in by George.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. George has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
On the wing, James. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Houston. Edgecombe with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Williams passes Dandridge. Here's Nevitt. Drops in the layup for 2.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. New group on the floor for the Kings. Heat also with the sub. Banchero's checked in. Irving looking for an opening. Rodman sets the screen for Irving. There's the drive. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You can't let Irving get comfortable in that pick and roll. Superb at knowing when to shoot in those situations.
Howard against Banchero. Pass to Nevitt. Here's Edgecombe. Guarded by Kobe. just 4 to shoot. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Irving against George. Pass to Kobe. And finished off by Bryant.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodies.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making. I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
And here are the Kings now. Heat knocking down the tray. Irving attacking. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Such a talent. Kyrie does certain things offensively that few others will even attempt.
Sacramento shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Ayton, he's checked in for Miami. Dandridge comes in for Williams. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. 1:27 left now here in the second. Pass to Dandridge. Banchero against Cunningham. Ayton a screen on Cunningham. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Irving against George. Pass to Banchero. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They lost some of that physical edge here.
Maxey's checked in for the Kings. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Howard, that's good. Howard's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Banchero passes Dandridge. Here's Edgecombe. Driving in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Edgecombe's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
And so it's Sacramento with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Miami Heat.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And here are the Kings now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. They've got Jaylen Brown. Cunningham is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Kobe. And it's Maxey in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Pass to Banchero. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Cunningham. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bryant with the steal. Over George. Kobe misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
It's stolen by Brown. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Bryant, that's a two-pointer. Sacramento again missing.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Hits the three-point bomb. Edgecombe's got 10.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just... hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Cunningham sets a screen for Maxey. Takes it inside. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Dandridge passes to George. Dandridge against Brown. 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop. The 3 from Banchero. Rebound by the Kings. Chamberlain got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Chamberlain with a screen on Banchero. Maxey, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Boy, Maxey just goes for it. Plays with a lot of curve.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Alan.
Hey guys, this season new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Hartenstein's checked in for Chamberlain. Kukoc comes in for Cunningham. And it's Howard in for Brown. Bryant right side. And here's Maxey outside. Sacramento again missing. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Timeout called by the Kings. Keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Hartenstein with the screen for Howard. Outside, Kukoc. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Maxey. Over George. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Heat trail by 19. Pass to Edgecombe. No good on the 3. The Kings have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Hartenstein with the screen on Dandridge. It's Howard with the drive. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Maxey on the wing, defended by George. George against Maxey. They can't stop the run with that one.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And with his height, Kukoc doesn't have a long way to go for the slam. He just pops up there and puts that one down.
George against Maxey. Here's Dandridge. Scoreless thus far. Back to George. Pass to Edgecombe. A 3 off the mark.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Checked in for Miami. The Heat trail by 21. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Banchero. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Rodman finds Christie. Rodman with a screen on Dandridge. Christie the pass to Rodman. And Rodman with the slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Pass to Edgecombe. Porter with the screen for Edgecombe. Banchero outside. Miami no good on that time either.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Brown outside. Christie has the open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Heat shooting 41% for the game. Christie against Dandridge. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And a wide open look for James. Good on the triple. James has got 7.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone. And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
24 seconds left in the third. Pass to Brown. Back to James. Off on the layup. And here is Thomas. Hasn't made one yet. Porter passes to Nevitt. 3 seconds left. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Sacramento just dominating this one. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here is Porter. On the court for the Heat, Porter is out there with Keontae George. Then there's Edgecombe. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Nevitt in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
George against Maxey. Pass to Howard. Cunningham sets a screen for Howard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
George passes to Nevitt. To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Howard. Shoots the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. George in the post. Started by Howard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now Maxey. Now here's Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Cunningham sets a screen for Howard. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Count that bucket. And the Kings lead by 18.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Williams gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
James looking around. Driving inside. Porter pulls it in. The Heat trail by 16. Pass to Edgecombe. And here is Williams. Williams, a screen on Howard. Here's Edgecombe. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
Pass to Nevitt. Launches it. The rebound by Kukoc.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Porter passes to Nevitt. Good ball movement here by Miami. To the middle. That one falls.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Timeout, Kings.
Get up out of your seats.
some changes here for the Kings. Chamberlain's checked in for Kukoc. Brown comes in for Howard. And it's Bryant in for James. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Cunningham dishes it to Chamberlain. Rebound by the Heat. Edgecombe with it. The 11-footer. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Bryant. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific.
DeAndre Ayton. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento. Wilt Chamberlain. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So he comes up empty at the line. The Heat trail by 18. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. The shot misses. Kings have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Timeout called, the Heat. 1:42 left to play in the final quarter. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our player of the game.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Sacramento.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season. Yep, that one goes in there.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Pass to Edgecombe. Down low. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Irving. Puts it in off the nasty crossover. And the Kings lead by 21.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Cunningham passes to Chamberlain. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Sacramento foul. Wilt Chamberlain. 2nd personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Heat. DeAndre Ayton taking 2 shots.
Ayton hits them both. And Sacramento has possession. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, as we present our player of the game.
Trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. Is a curry. When I say it's up, then that means it's official. Hey, BK, that be my. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, then that means it's official. Curry the. I'm back in the building, I kick in the door and I bust up the ceiling. Y'all don't want it, I'm ready, I'm willing. You get them, I got them, I tell them, let's get it. Lower East Coast on the front of my penny. Charlie just threw me some heat, I'ma send it. If Zell gotta finish them, then you'll be finished. I'm feeling like Drewski, I'm standing on beat. Ultra ground Terminator. Talking to you player haters, what the f is up? All of my be known to get. You know me cause you know my gun. I'm out full of. Get salt to your him up. Insult the fist cause I just ain't a thug. I just wanna have a good time in the club. You don't want no problems, watch a movie for some drama. I'ma call my mama to say, hey yo mama. North Gate, we run this. South Gate, we run this. Lauderdale, Palm Beach, run this. In the bottom of the map where the folks don't go. I'm hey, laser. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, then that means official. Hey, BK, that be my. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a curry. When I say it's up, that means official.
Capping, not no criminal. Tryna tap at her ass with a minimum. I really jerk out these rats in my denim. I think on some own feeling. There's a curry on twin tryna pop out. We in the trenches and we got Skrilla. I told him if he come around, we gon' curse out my rats getting bigger. Curse out my pocket getting bigger. In the trench with all of my There's a curve on the song with laser. We gon' do a show, we gon' pull up for that paper. The twin keep going to go, I don't hate her. Twins to the pushed up on them later. Twins to the open and I send it back later. You got paper cut, we're playing with it paper. I know you ain't what you say, you just faking. When it's so, it's official. If it's smoke, that can no issue. With my you know we're against you. There's a curve, you know we're against you.
Denzel, that be my. They hate it, but the LV5 and Ultra Run do bigger. I like my with the stripes. I like my gang with the LV tech. My I be my. When I kick that up out, she say ain't go figure. Yeah, cool is from the top, so he up. We selling out arenas, wish you could. Yeah, it's official. You trying to be civil. Like a pencil, can't figure us out like a riddle. Yeah. Listen, 10, get your super bands, and with no hands, it's the Ultra Gram. Social.
Hey, laser. I hang in the trenches with my partners.